Hello Libra, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And do keep in mind that I will be channeling through my higher intuitive self and not any spirit, positive or negative in energy. So this could be somebody who you have had a relationship in the past. This could be somebody who you've had a situationship with. This could also be somebody who perhaps you have had an exchange, glances, and you know that there's something there, but no one's saying anything. Okay. Wow. Libra, something huge happened here. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, it does appear, these 4 cards, as well as this, it's such dark energy here. Somebody used somebody here and took advantage, overindulged. And somebody here feels like someone's been betrayed. So I'm going to just go through the cards first, and then we'll look into it further. We have here feelings and emotions, followed by laughter, crossroads, creativity, victim, embracing the shadow, illusion, betrayal, and then we have challenge under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Libra, I realize now that I do have feelings and emotions for you. Sometimes I may have seemed and appeared to have been detached emotionally, cold and distant, quiet, not sharing my feelings. But as time went by, I realize now that that distance makes me miss you. And now I see that I actually do. I do feel that when you are far away from me, my heart feels sad. When you're happy, I'm happy. When you're sad, my life is a mess. I have realized that you are one true friend. There's this brightness about you, like sunshine. You are like a ray of sunshine behind these stormy clouds. You know what makes my heart happy. You know what makes me tick. You are like a friend to me. And it's come to the point now in this connection where I've decided that I have to make a choice. I have to make a decision. My decision is to create something new, something that is long-lasting for the world to see, something unique. So many things have happened between us, And you have always given yourself to me, willingly, freely. The problem now is that I didn't really value you. I took you for granted because I victimized you. I overindulged. I took advantage to the point where I was taking you for granted. Psychological manipulation, sexual manipulation. I used you, and I came to the point where things started to become very toxic. And now there's this feeling of wanting to embrace that shadow side of me. You have seen the dark side of me. And there's a part of me that wants you to embrace this. Because this is a part of who I am. I am who I am. And I can't really change my ways for anyone. But this is who I am. This is a part of me. And I know it's hard for you to understand why I'm so impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. I only hope that you would be able to accept all of me for who I am and for the things that I do. I understand my actions have created this environment of feeling extremely uncomfortable. There is a lot of discomfort. And from there is just a whole lot of awkwardness. The fact that I do feel awkward, I feel this because I know that you feel this. And yet I hide. I hide my emotions, I hide my feelings. Everything that has happened, I now feel highly embarrassed. And therefore I hide behind a veil, behind a false mask. Embarrassed and hiding myself from the rest of the world. Because I can't face the world. And so I keep my distance. But when I do this, it appears to you and the rest of the world that I have betrayed everyone. In this relationship, I know there is a sense of betrayal. You thought you knew me, and now it appears as though you never knew me at all. Everything that happened between us, there was faith, there was trust. But then it all went away. Because that truth, that faithfulness was lost. I feel now that there's a part of me that really has let you down. It has also misled you. Sometimes even a misinterpretation of what I meant, what I said, what I wanted to say. I feel it's important that somehow we speak. Somehow we create something different. But the problem is, I don't know how to do this because of all of the bad things that I did before. And this is why it's a challenge for me. This situation between you and I is now a problem to which a solution cannot be found. A riddle that just can't be solved. Too many pieces are involved, and those pieces are scattered. For now, I'm just starting to realize that the connection that I have with you is something different, is something unique. It's not something that I feel with everybody. I feel these feelings and emotions, but I also hide from you because of the things that I have done. All right, Libra. So definitely this person feels whatever they did was wrong. They feel that it got to that point where they had to take their energy and take a step back, because whatever they were doing was overindulgence. They may have been using you. You may have felt used or manipulated, physically even. It doesn't have to be physically, but it could be also just as a friend. It could be financially as well. Somebody basically used a part of you a little too much. And it got to the point where the relationship became toxic. Now, not everybody is going to resonate with that, but this is a general love reading. So the majority of the people who are watching this probably resonate with this a little bit. Do let me know in the comments below. All right, so let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. So this is any issue, any problem that occurred in the first place that was bringing this relationship down, something that brought this relationship to a close. And a ton of cards just fell down. One second. I'm going to have to reshuffle. So this is something that may have happened that caused the problem between the both of you, or the increase of the disharmony. Oh my. Ace of Cups. Typically very nice card, but this is the opposite. Oh, and then we have one of the worst cards, Nine of Arrows. That's like the Nine of Swords. All right. Ace of Cups. Let's have a look at that. So, Libra, in the beginning of this particular connection, you may have thought that things were very satisfying. There was a sense of joy. You had the feeling of a new cycle that was just thriving with life, potential for happiness and satisfaction. This felt to you, as well as to this person, that this was an important love or an important nurturing friendship. But there was then suddenly a lack of inspiration. This individual, no matter what you did, Libra, was starting to reject the affection, the emotional affection that you were giving to them. They were blocking this, but they were creatively blocking this. There was also a sense of disillusionment. So there was this feeling of wanting something, but acting in a very different way. We have here disillusionment with love. We have sadness or melancholy. So this is something huge, because this does talk about how in this connection there was this desire to, sure, be in the connection, but whoever was giving love in this connection, that person was giving love, but they were not receiving love in return from this other person. So the way I'm reading this is that you gave them love, but they were rejecting your love. And remember, as the other cards were just showing, there was a lot of taking for granted. There was a lot of overindulgence. Now we also have here the Nine of Arrows. The Nine of Arrows talks about how this person had anxiety, unresolved issues, even insomnia, worries that keep one awake up at night, an issue that needed to be looked at more closely. Only then will it be transformed. There's a sense of trials and tribulations, guilt, psychic disturbances. What this person wants to do now, Libra, is have these worries fade away and have more understanding. There's the need to have the ability to transform this pain into strength. So this person is well aware that you wanted love. However, they didn't give it to you. And as a result, they started to feel guilty, psychic disturbances. This is literally karma. They felt bad for what they didn't do. They didn't give you what you wanted. And the worst thing is that, yeah, you sure wanted it, but the problem is they knew that you wanted it. And it appears here that they know that they made the impression and they led you on. That is what's haunting them, because they know that you would never have just chased them or wanted to be with them without any good reason. They know what they have done is bad. It's not right what they did. What they were supposed to do was something different. Things were not supposed to turn out this way. And this is why, because they were rejecting your affection, they started to feel bad about themselves. And then they realized that they are a terrible person. The problem is when they started to feel this, that is when they started to pull away. They started to keep their distance. And by keeping their distance, it started to create a rift between the both of you. When this happened, then of course there was that break in between the both of you. So this is something that caused it. This is typically because this individual was not looking for something that was long-term. They may have said this, however, what was in their heart and what was in their mind versus their actions was quite different. All right. Let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. Right. And we'll see what it is that this person may do in terms of any actions, their intentions, their plans towards you. Oh boy, okay. The Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Very, very nice. Very nice. And the Fool card. Oh my goodness. Not bad. Then we have the Hermit. Hermit card. Followed by Magician. So you do have like 3 major arcana here. All right. First card's the strongest. You have here the Ace of Wands. This person, in terms of any actions, intentions, or any type of plans that they may have, they do hope and they're wanting to manifest this second chance with you, a passionate second chance. They have a lot of desire for you, like sometimes even too much. This desire that they have is very physical in nature. And the thing is, right after the Ace of Wands, which is what they want to be intimate with you, but they also want to start to share emotions with you. Here we have the Knight of Cups. So this is an individual who is coming back to you in their life slowly and steadily. And they're coming back. So if this person, whoever you're dealing with, if they had left for some time and they were absent from your life, just know that this card indicates somebody who has had a romantic relationship with you in the past. That person from the past is returning. And so yes, 100%, I can definitely say in this reading, this person is wanting to return back to you. Here, they are bringing a cup of love, very soft, very gentle, kind of shy, a little bit sheepish. And then we have the Fool card. There's a part of this person that's still a bit aggressive, almost immature in a way. It's like they shoot first, think later. You know, that's the type of behavior. So they take action first, and then they think later. And that's not right. Because here, you can make a lot of mistakes like this. And that is what's happening. We don't want mistakes. What's happened here is this person knows what they want. However, they're not thinking about what to do and how to do it. And so with the Fool card, it's just a matter of, this is what I want, and I'm going to get it, and I'm not even thinking about anything else. The Fool here is going to walk off a cliff, right? It's very sweet. Like, okay, you know, they're foolishly in love now, and they want to be with you. However, is it practical? Is it realistic? Is it solid? Or will it change after the next mood? The next mood change this person has, or mood swing, the feelings will be different. Why? Because it's a very impulsive kind of card. The nature is very very finicky, very fickleish. They're not fickleish, but they're very fickle. Then we have here, what do they do? To fix that situation, we have the Hermit card. Hermit in this person's life is very, very necessary. So it does appear that this person's going to realize that no, they can't just be the Fool and have a leap of faith, because that's not going to head anywhere, because they need a solid foundation. And so they're going to take a step back. They're going to get into the hermit mode. And what are they focusing on? Not on you, but they're focusing on themselves. And that's excellent. What they have to do is focus on themselves. Once they focus on themselves, they're going to ask themselves the question, why the hell did I do this? And what can I do to fix this? Do I deserve somebody like my Libra? Should I go back? What's the harm if I do? Will they reject me? Rejection is usually that type of hindrance. However, after the Hermit card, often after a while you get strength, because the person has learned, they've been there, done that, they've learned the lesson, and now they're wiser. Once they're wiser, they have their head on straight, and then that's when they become bold and they have the strength. So there is definitely, Libra, a process to this person. It's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight, not going to happen within a few weeks or so. I don't think so. Because we have an entire transformation that has to take place within this person. Now, Magician is here too, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Once again, Magician is also a trickster, person that has trickster behavior. Does this person have that type of an intention when it comes to you personally? No, they don't. But what they want to do is they want to quickly manifest you. They want to fix everything and give you all that you need and all that you want to try to satisfy all of your needs. The problem is, once again, Magician is very much like the Fool card, temporary in nature. So what is really going to work out here is the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Those are the ones that have actually a lot of good intention. And with the Knight of Cups, this is somebody thinking long and hard through emotions and not just being impulsive. So do I see this person taking action? Yes. Do I also see them reflecting, like self-reflection? I do. They might think of reaching out to you, but then they will stop themselves. And they're going to try to manifest you back into their life the proper way. So I do see some type of action. This person may just reach out to you. Just keep in mind, if they're very like, kind of like quick, like, let's go out today, or a very sudden kind of like behavior, like they may just, you might just think that they want to have a chat for a coffee, and they may ask you out for dinner, right? That's the type of difference I'm saying. So for you, keep it light and fluffy. Keep it short and sweet. Don't go into too much depth, because this person needs to have baby steps, drip by drip, or drop by drop, a little bit. Because too much will cause them to get too confused, and they won't really know their direction. So you just need to give them a little bit at a time, and then they will be able to adjust accordingly to your pace, and they will definitely respect you more that way as well. Okay. Let's have a look what the angels have to say about this particular situation. Just going to do a quick prayer. Right. Well, first card's the strongest. We have here trust in positivity, trust in God, trust in the Christ consciousness. Oh my. Once again, because prayer and meditation will bring you answers. Then we have here, you will receive a peaceful resolution. This is nice. So whatever type of issue you had in this connection, there is going to be a peaceful resolution. So any type of disagreements or arguments that you had, things are going to get settled in a very equalized kind of way. Like both people will be satisfied that this argument or that this issue has been resolved. Now, you do have here unlikely. So that is important to note, because unlikely usually means that expect the unexpected. So there will be a peaceful resolution, but unlikely it'll turn out the way that you had thought. We also have here look for a sign. This could literally be signs and synchronicities. This could also be what we call red flags. They're also saying, we have here, don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. No. I'm going to clarify that. In the near future. All right. No, in the near future. What I'm sensing is that there's something that you're expecting in the near future, but no, it's not going to happen at the time that you think. They are saying here under the bottom of the deck to get more information. So that is a pretty big deal, because that means that you have a lack of information regarding something. And so the more information you have about this person, about the type of situation you've had, about the type of arguments that you've been having, maybe over the topic that you've been having the argument on, whatever it is, it's important to get more information, because once you receive that information through people or through resources online, you will be able to handle and tackle the problems in the situation better. All right, Libra. Some of you may think this is in the near future. The angels are saying no, it's not in the near future. For maybe a tiny portion of you, it might be. But for the majority of you, it's going to take some time. Remember, the Hermit card is a card that talks about transformation. Changing a person from the inside out. And it is not easy changing an individual's personality, their way of life, even their beliefs. So that will take a little bit of time. Libra, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this resonated. All right, you all take care and stay safe. Bye now.